Margarita, we're rolling. So I just want to let you know. Hi, guys. It's Krista here. I just wanted to contact you today about financial advisors because I just heard on the news yesterday there was a relevant piece of information. My little dog here is barking at me. I am going to pick her up. You know what? I think I could put this on pause instead of actually having to cut it off. So I'm going to do that. Okay, here I am back again. Yeah, I think that will work a lot better than just cutting it off and having to splice all these video clips together. But, and I don't know when I'm going to post this, but because I've got a couple other videos in the works here, I'm having a real hard time editing, guys. It's taken a long time, and the content is okay. I keep getting new material for my vlog. I think I had mentioned before that I'm just kind of putting whatever comes to mind out there. It's going to be kind of related to financial information and horse ownership, because those are my two passions, and they're complete oxymorons of each other, obviously, because horses are so expensive. But anyways, I wanted to get back to here. I heard something on the news the other day. I can't remember what station it was, but it's about a local financial advisor in the Sacramento area. His name is Keith Springer. And I have listened to his radio show. He has a radio show. Okay, I'm blocking on the name of the station, but I believe it's the conservative news station on the radio. I don't know what the name of it is, but I'm thinking the call letters or whatever is around 92, 93. Anyways, I'll get it, and I will put it in the description of the notes here if you're interested. They have a great programming. It's a couple different financial guys on Saturday mornings, and when I go down to my writing lesson, I listen to these guys, and then I take my writing lesson, and then on the way back I listen to Keith Springer. Sometimes I stop listening to him because he just seems like he was just a marketing fiend, and really not. He didn't. I mean, he had some good advice, but mostly he was just pushing his. He's got some kind of financial planning document. He said it was worth, I don't know, a whole bunch of money, $1,200, and you can get it for free if you're one of the first 10 callers. Well, the thing is that he would say that for every single radio show. So I know that wasn't the case. I mean, he was giving away a lot of those financial consultations or whatever. So I knew it wasn't just like some big prize that you got by being one of the first 10 callers. But anyways, the one guy, the guys that are really good in the morning on Saturday mornings on that channel, I believe they're around 10 o'clock. I don't know what time they come on. But they are named Allworth Financial. They have a really good program. And of course, everybody is trying to sell you something, of course, so they want to sell you financial advice. But the Allworth Financial program, people call in and discuss their retirement goals with Hansen and McLean. Scott Hansen, and Pat McLean. They used to be on the show called Hansen and McLean, and now they just call themselves Allworth Financial. They've rebranded their company, and these guys are pretty smart, and they always give really good financial advice to people that call in. They tell them to stay away from annuities. I don't know, I'm just talking about myself here. I'm learning as well as all of you. I want to make sure that you know that I'm not any kind of financial guru, and that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Don't I mean, obviously, look at my house. It's like a mess. I don't have a whole lot of credibility here, but I'm just giving you my thoughts on this article about this guy, Keith Springer, and just giving you some caution on what to be aware of if you decide to go with a financial advisor. Because people that usually, like, I'm kind of into the stock market, so I kind of like doing it myself. That's the way I am. I just do everything myself. I get into it. I start, like, looking at the markets. I read a lot of books, and I look at all the websites like Morningstar. I have a subscription to Morningstar, Market Watch, Seeking Alpha. I love Seeking Alpha. What else? Oh, Yahoo Financials. They always have really great, they always have the really great metrics and things that you look at, the financial criteria for each of the stocks. So I look at those sites a lot and just try to figure out what's going on before I make any kind of investments. And then I stick to a lot of ETFs. Like the Bogle ETFs, or the Vanguard stuff, because they're cheap and they have the whole market. It's not just one stock. I kind of like buying individual stocks because then I own a little teeny tiny piece of a company, which is really cool, and I can see how the company is doing and kind of feel like I'm vested in that company. But the Vanguard stocks, if you're not into doing all this with owning regular stocks and feeling like you're owning a part of a business, you go into the Vanguard. They're great for saving for your 401ks because they've got really, really low expense ratios, and they really take an overview of the entire market. But anyways, I'm going to go back on I'm already 7 minutes into this video, and I haven't really even mentioned it about this Keith Springer thing. I was going to refer to an article, and I wanted to actually refer to the Sacramento Bee, because the Sacramento Bee is local media, and I believe that we should support local media. But when I looked at their website, it was just a bunch of ads and everything, and of course they want you to subscribe, and I'm cheap, so I'm not subscribing. So I just perused Google, and I found an article on a site called Financial Planning. I guess it's a new site here. The article is entitled "Advisor Who Touts His Holiday Giving Faces SEC Fraud Charges," and it goes on to tell about his promotion of, he's doing a turkey challenge feed or something, and then it's a fundraising effort, so he's a good Samaritan, yada, yada, yada. Then it says here in the second paragraph, and I'm going to read it to you, the SEC offers a different picture of Springer's relationship to clients in a complaint dated the same day as the Post. Springer defrauded clients who were retirees and near retirees, most of whom were unsophisticated and over 55, since at least January 2014 by failing to disclose millions of dollars of compensation he received for putting them into high-cost annuities and other investments. Oh boy. He promotes, he owns Springer Financial Advisors, and he promotes his Smart Money with Keith Springer radio show under the tagline, "Invest for need, not for greed." Yeah, right. Hosted by a station in Sacramento, greater Sacramento area. So he had some annuities he was selling, received additional undisclosed benefits for the sale of annuities from an insurance marketing organization. And separately, he paid thousands of dollars to multiple search engine suppression consultants, the SEC says. These specialists remove or suppress unwanted Google search results so damaging news is not found easily. In Springer's case, consultants helped him conceal his past regulatory record, the SEC says. I guess he had a problem. I think he had a problem in the 90s. I don't see it in this. I don't see it in this article here, but I think I had heard it on the news or something, or read it in one of the other articles. But anyways, this article, and actually they have a link on this article that you can actually order reprints. I guess you have to pay for them. I don't like to pay for stuff. I'm cheap. And I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. This is financial planning. The article is by Ann Marsh, Senior Editor for Financial Planning. So thank you, Ann. She doesn't have her information here. I guess there's an email. Yeah, I guess so you email the article to yourself, and then you have the ability to order reprints if you want. I don't want to order reprints. I just want to comment on this. So that's what I'm doing. So anyways, my thoughts on this are, if you are going to go with a financial advisor, and most people that go with financial advisors are people that don't want to be super concerned about, or maybe they just, they want some advice. That's why you go to an advisor, right? And maybe they're not real into markets. They just want to make sure that they grow their investments for retirement. So they'll go to a financial advisor. So what you want to do is make sure that your financial advisor is a fiduciary. A fiduciary is someone that has your best interests at heart and is not trying to sell you something. So if you have a broker, that person is not necessarily a fiduciary, because they may be getting a commission for selling you certain investment products. You want to go with a person or company that is helping you make investment decisions based on what's best for you. And there's many companies out there that do that. Their fees are based on a percentage of their total assets under management. So, as your income grows, as your investments grow, so they get paid more. They might charge you 1% or whatever. I think Allworth Financial charges you 1%. And these guys are really smart. So I'm doing it myself. I'm thinking I'm really great right now because the market's doing absolutely wonderful. But next year, I believe I warned of a crash, possibly on the horizon. And my stocks might tank, and then I'm totally screwed. So, if I don't play my cards right, I would be totally screwed. But anyways, these people with Allworth Financial, also the other thing is they can be a good point of rationale. When you see that your stocks are tanking, you call your financial advisor and say, "Oh my God, my stocks are tanking. What am I going to do?" And they're like, "Don't worry about it. Hold it together. They will come back. Just this is ebbs and flows of the market. We've tried to mitigate the risk as best we can. They will be a voice of sanity in your insanity." So they can be a benefit in that respect. There are several types of financial advisors. You can also have a robo-financial advisor, which I did through a company called Betterment. Betterment, they have you put in, and you can do a taxable account. I think you can also do a investment account where they take the money out pre-tax, or an IRA, or I don't know about a 401k, but they will do an IRA for you, or a Roth IRA. And in the case of a Roth IRA, you're paying the taxes up front, but then when you take it out at the time of retirement, they don't charge you taxes on the capital gains that you make in that account. So it's really good for young people, because even though young people, I know when I was young, the last thing I wanted to do is, pay all my taxes and then stick a big chunk of money into an account where I'm not going to get it until I'm 59 and a half. But the great thing about a Roth IRA is you can actually take out the principal part if you need it anytime. You just can't take the the interest, like the interest that you make on your principal out. That if you take the interest out of your Roth along with the principal, you will be taxed unless I think it's 59 and a half. But if you keep it until you're 59 and a half, which it comes up quick. I'm like, it's going to be 4 years for me. And I 20 years ago, I was thinking, oh gosh, that's a long time, but it's not. It comes up quick. And then you can take out both the principal and the interest tax-free. So that's the information on a Roth IRA. And here I am rambling on again. So anyways, the point of my discussion here is to just be aware. And I'm not sure with Keith Springer, I don't want to totally slam him. He's in trouble now with the SEC. But just be aware of some of these people that can be in it for themselves and not for you when you're looking to invest your money. And if you're not really up on all this stuff, I would suggest try to be a little bit up on finances, and not just go ahead and trust just anybody with your money. Well, most people don't. I mean, you don't. I don't know, but here's people that they're above 55, and they invested with this guy, and I don't know if any of them got really taken, or if he was just having them invest in things that were not to their best benefit. So that's my advice for this clip today, and I hope you enjoy it. If you think this is good advice and you want to listen to more of my rambling, feel free. You can subscribe down below. I have a subscription button, and you can always see what I have to say. And if you like this article, if you like this vlog post, and you think it might benefit you by making you more aware of either financial advisors, the Roth IRA, the IRAs, your who to invest your money with, try to keep abreast on the stock market, yada, 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 hit the like button, please, because that will help the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate that. I know I ramble a lot, but I'm hoping that I can convey that this information is important for people, especially in the horse industry. I know I keep bringing back the horse industry. This isn't not a horse-related post, but you have to plan for the future, even if you have an expensive horse habit like I do. So thanks again for listening. I'm going to sign off, and have a great day. Stay inspired and think outside the dressage court. Bye.